Right now at 11, a gang-related shooting in Jacksonville leaves a 7-year-old child dead and a 21-year-old man with serious critical
bad business.
We're going to come for you. That's a promise. We won't rest, and we will not tire. You will be held accountable.
Now, I ain't gonna cap, man. I know I don't even live in Florida, nothing nowhere near close, right? But I know people gotta be tired of seeing this dude come up here talking about, everything that's going on in Florida, how he gonna catch the people and this and that. I mean, he made a warning to Ace Youngin. And this right here got a lot to do with, well, I ain't gonna say it got a lot to do with Ace Youngin, but it got a lot to do with the gang or the affiliate. So we just finna see what's going on.
The community has been helpful in providing information that led to these arrests.
In the early 2020s, the Jacksonville rap scene gained notoriety due to the deadly gang war going on in the city, headlined by the rappers Young and Ace and Foolio. On Ace's side of the war are the gangs ATK and NHG, standing for No Hospital Gang. On Foolio's side of the war is the Hood 6 Block and multiple other gang/hoods that derive from the 45th Street area of Jacksonville. Lastly, on the east side of Jacksonville is the Hood 1200 and the various sets within that hood. Rappers such as Little Papa, Spinna Benz, and J. Breezy claim this side. 1200 also beats with Foolio's side and is cordial with Ace's side. Since 2015, this three-sided war has resulted in countless deaths for each group, but 2023 was especially traumatic for 6 Block. In 2023, 3 6 Block affiliates named YBZ, Jake Jit, and Rico Osama were shot and killed on different occasions, allegedly by members of ATK and NHG. To make things even worse, in June of 2024, the face of 6 Block, Foolio, was shot and killed, allegedly by members of 1200. Members of 6 Block and all their affiliates were mocked endlessly by members of ATK, NHG, and 1200 for the murders of the 3 in 2023 and Foolio. ATK/NHG members were especially ruthless in their trolling. As a result, 6 Block affiliates were desperate to kill any member of ATK or NHG they could find. This would lead them to make a heinous and rash decision that culminated in the death of an innocent child.
So this is a sad situation. But what I really want to ask was, and what I'm really trying to get at is, what is Ace Youngin and Foolio? I thought they came from the same, organization, which is the Bloods. I thought they were both ripping Bloods or something like that. Now I know nowadays in certain states and cities like that, it ain't about the gang and nothing like that organization. It's more or less about the block or whatever you make. But I don't know, man. It just don't make no sense, bro. Because I could have sworn they both was Bloods. So I don't even understand where the beef come in at. Somebody get in the comments and let me know. The failed assassination of main target.
One of the main people trolling 6 Block after the 3 murders in 2023 and the death of Foolio was an NHG/ATK member named Main Target.
Okay.
About 6 weeks after the death of Foolio, Main Target and another ATK rapper named Tay Shots released a song titled 6 Ways to Die, in which they mocked Foolio's death and the deaths of numerous other 6 Block members. Main Target also hinted at being involved in at least 2 of the 2023 murders. All of this trolling and dissing would eventually cause members and affiliates of 6 Block to come after him. Around 5 p.m. on January 24, 2025, Main Target, real name Lafayette Mango Jr., age 21, left the house on Commonwealth Avenue and was walking to a store with his 7-year-old cousin named Breon Allen.
Now that's a sad situation there, man. That's a real sad situation, but he definitely named himself a good name. And I ain't, I ain't trying to knock him or nothing like that, but you definitely named yourself Main Target and you was targeted. But needless to say, man, this is a sad situation because he was not the person that got killed. It was the 7-year-old boy.
As they were walking, a dark-colored Kia pulled up and 2 gunmen hopped out. The gunman fired numerous shots in Main Target's direction without any care for the fact that a 7-year-old child was standing right next to him. Although the shooters only wanted to hit Target, both Target and Breon were struck numerous times. The shooters then ran back to the black Kia and fled the scene.
A
white BMW followed the Kia closely behind as it left the scene. Breon was tragically pronounced dead on the scene, losing his life at such a young age due to an ignorant beef that had nothing to do with him. Target was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Target was in the hospital for about a week, but was able to make a full recovery. With the shocking news of a child being killed sweeping the nation, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office made it their top priority to bring everyone responsible to justice. They would quickly make arrests, and these arrests would lead to confessions. These confessions would uncover the mystery behind multiple cold case murders.
See, that's what don't make no sense to me right there, right? Y'all take all y'all time out the day to go, you know what I'm saying, kill somebody, and then when you get in front of the police, excuse me, when you get in front of the police and you deal with them and things like that, the first thing you start doing is snitching and telling on yourself and admitting to crimes that you did in the past. Like, bro, just go ahead and take another route. Evidently, you weren't built for it.
Everyone involved in the death of Breon Allen and the attempted murder of main target did a bad job of covering up their tracks. The police scoured surveillance footage from multiple businesses and tracked the black Kia at multiple locations as it fled the scene. They were then able to obtain footage of the black Kia and the white BMW meeting at a discrete location following the shooting. The police would head to that area, and there they would discover the black Kia sitting there abandoned.
So you mean to tell me after they done did something as stupid as that, them boys then drive the car in the river, then burn the car, then to try to destroy no evidence, just gonna go parking and abandon it? Come on, man. If you gonna do something crazy like that, man, if you gonna have that mindset, you gotta try that mindset of getting away with it. I'm just saying.
The police obtained a warrant to search the car and found 3 rifle casings and live rifle rounds that all matched the casings found at the crime scene. The police subpoenaed multiple cell phone companies and found multiple cell phones that were present at the crime scene at the time of the shooting and present in the location where the black Kia and white BMW met up. The cell phones were matched to 6 Block members/affiliates Junior Banks, renamed Donnell Larkins, age 20, John Wall, renamed Gerard Zykes, age 24, and 88 Keith, renamed Keith Johnson, age 21. The police searched the phones and found texts that revealed that a 6 Block affiliate named Strap, renamed Keith Fields, age 18, was the one that allegedly sent them main target's location shortly before the shooting happened.
Okay, so he knew where he was, and he sent it to the other homies, and then they decide they gonna go slide on him, because this dude right here look like he supposed to be playing football somewhere. He don't look like he need to be out there doing, calling no hits like that. He look like, look at that thick ass neck. He look like he supposed to be on the football team.
Police also discovered that the white BMW belonged to John Wall's mother. About 1 month after the shooting, everyone would be arrested. Junior was interviewed by the police, and he told them everything. Junior confessed that Strap gave the main target's location and that he, John Wall, and 88 Keith were in the white BMW present at the scene. He then told the police the identities of the shooters that hopped out of the black Kia. Junior told them that 2 young 17-year-old 6 Block affiliates named Baby Kyle, renamed Dante McGee, and TK, renamed Tavares Kelly, were the gunmen responsible for this incident. He even told police the firearms that they used and the motivation for the shooting. Baby Kyle is actually the younger brother of famous Jacksonville rapper K Shorty, who is also currently locked up fighting a murder charge. Baby Kyle and TK were the last ones arrested. All 6 of them have been charged with second-degree murder and first-degree attempted murder. John Wall and TK have already pled guilty to their charges. Well, for reasons unknown, Junior would continue to confess to crimes unrelated to this incident. He would willingly confess to 2 other open murders and get himself in further trouble.
That boy done told on himself.
The first murder that Junior confessed to was the murder of a 1200 member named Tiger, renamed Kenneth Glover Jr. Prior to Tiger's death in December of 2023, 6 Block affiliate Jake Jit was shot and killed in August of 2023. Members of 1200 would regularly diss Jake and make jokes about his death. This made 6 Block and their affiliates go on the hunt to kill one of them as revenge. On December 1st, 2023, Tiger was in a parking lot on Philip Randolph Boulevard when a dark-colored four-door SUV pulled up and a gunman started shooting from the driver's window. Junior allegedly exited the passenger seat and fired shots in Tiger's direction as well. After shooting Tiger, Junior ran back to the getaway car when an unknown person fired shots into his vehicle as he tried to flee the scene. Tiger was pronounced dead on the scene at just 31 years old. Fast forward to February of 2025, as he was getting interrogated for the death of Breon Allen, Jr. confessed to this murder. He admitted to shooting Tiger and showed detectives the scars on his arm he got from being shot while fleeing the scene.
Bro, I just want to know why you think that the police even care that you have the old wounds of a bullet, you know what I'm saying, going through your body. Why would they care? I mean, you just gave them everything they need to know. They don't care about the wound. I mean, they might want to take some photos of it. I mean, you gave them everything that they need to know. Everything they need to know, man. They're not going to make a show about you. It's not going to happen.
The two scars on his arm were consistent with healed bullet wounds. Junior provided additional information, and the information was consistent with evidence collected during the murder investigation and would only be known to an involved suspect. Based on the evidence and statements collected during the investigation, Junior was charged with Tiger's murder. He would also confess to another more shocking murder and add another charge to his arsenal.
This dude is a goofier for real.
Junior would go on to confess to the murder of a 43-year-old woman named Valandia Norris. On April 22, 2024, around 10:55 a.m., Jacksonville Sheriff's Office patrol officers responded to reports of gunfire and a person shot in an apartment complex on Edenfield Road. Upon arrival, officers found a black female lying motionless in the parking lot near Building 7 with an apparent gunshot wound to the head. Jacksonville Fire and Rescue pronounced her dead at the scene. Witnesses told the police the victim had just left her apartment and was walking towards her vehicle when two suspects opened fire before fleeing in a red sedan. Surveillance video from a nearby building captured a red Hyundai Sonata entering the complex at 9:59 a.m. and leaving shortly after the shooting. License plate reader data confirmed a red Hyundai Sonata believed to be a 2019 to 2023 model traveling near the scene before and after the incident bearing a Georgia tag that was not assigned to the vehicle. Investigators later identified the same vehicle as a 2022 red Hyundai Sonata registered in Florida to a Jacksonville rental company. The vehicle was located at the business Easy Breezy Rentals and matched surveillance footage and vehicle data from the murder scene. The car's GPS data placed it at the crime scene at the time of the shooting and along the same routes captured by nearby cameras. Records showed that the Sonata had been rented the day before the shooting on April 21st, 2024 by 88 Keith. Keith returned the vehicle on April 23rd, 2024, days after the homicide.
One thing that I don't get is why people go rent cars and then go commit a crime, and it don't make sense. Everything is definitely tracked nowadays. Everything is tracked nowadays, and there's cameras all over the place. So if you're thinking about doing something in a rented car, man, think again. You know what I mean? For the ones that's out there doing their little thing, their little 1-2s. I mean, if you're stealing cars, that's your best bet, because that's gonna be the only way you get away with it. That'll be the only way you get away with it, man. I am not telling nobody how to get away with nothing, because I don't care. You feel me? But at the end of the day, to do something in a rented car after you have to use your name or anybody that's close to you that you got to use the name of, it don't make sense, bro. You gonna get caught. It's simple.
Surveillance footage showed him picking up and later returning the car, and fingerprint analysis from the vehicle confirmed his prints inside. On April 23rd, just before returning the vehicle, Keith was allegedly seen on video with another man setting fire to a dumpster on English Street. Witnesses observed the man removing items from the Sonata's trunk, placing them in the dumpster, and igniting the fire before fleeing in the same red car. Police later recovered a burned Georgia license plate matching the one used during the murder, a ski mask, clothing, and shoes from the dumpster. The Sonata's GPS data also placed it at the dumpster location during the fire. Cell phone data from Keith showed his phone in the same area during the fire as well as near the crime scene at the time of the murder. Further investigation linked a man named James Bush and Jr. as being involved in the post-murder evidence burning. James was arrested in June of 2024 and later admitted to helping Keith dispose of evidence, stating Keith had asked him to follow him to the dumpster. During his interrogation, Jr. told investigators that he and Keith waited in the apartment complex parking lot for about an hour before Valandia exited her apartment. He confirmed they were present during the shooting and identified Valandia's vehicle. Based on extensive surveillance, phone records, vehicle data, and witness statements, both 88 Keith and Jr. were charged with this murder and for destroying evidence. The motive behind this murder is unknown at the time. Man, it seems like there's no heart in this.
One thing you ain't got to do is worry about something being told, because that guy right there, he's definitely going to tell it all. He is going to explain to them, and he's going to make a book out of whatever it is that he's trying to make a book about, because evidently he felt that it was cool, safe, and relevant to tell the investigators past, things that he did, which don't make no sense to me, because you already in enough trouble as it is. You already find a murder case, so what's the point of you going and telling what you done did? You must want the death penalty, or you must be assuming that you can work for him. I think you might have done a little bit too much for that. You got to be bringing in some Tony Montana, some El Capone, some Godfathers or something for them people to want to work with you. I believe. I don't know for sure, but that's what I believe. And I don't think he locked in nowhere like that, because if he was, he wouldn't be out here doing that stupid stuff that he doing. They wouldn't be out here doing no silly mess like that.
Streets. People are killing women with no hesitation and still shooting at their ops, even if there's an innocent child standing right beside them. R.I.P. to Breon Allen, Kenneth Glover Jr., and Valandia Norris. It's weird that Jr. would confess to all of those murders without a deal in place, but who knows what may happen. All 6 people involved in these murders are facing life in prison. Let me know what you guys think about this situation.
Shit, they ain't facing life in prison. Them boys facing the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna leave it at that, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you made it all the way through, I appreciate you. Drop some of them comments for me. You know what I'm saying? Hit that thumbs up for me. And until next video, I'm out.